Like my opponent had mentioned about the Las Vegas shooting, a way this could have been avoided, because Nevada is an open carry state, which means anyone can be out on open carrying a gun with them. That could have been reduced because it wouldn't have drawn, for example, if it's visible, it doesn't draw any suspicion because it is legal in that state, which proves that the current regulations are inadequate, and they could also have reduced the violence. My opponent also says that passing the federal gun laws won't end gun violence, and even though it may not end gun violence, it will reduce gun violence, because from the article, Gun Violence in America, access to a gun increases the risk of death by homicide by 2 times, and 1/3 of gun deaths are actually homicides. This again will reduce the violence. Homicide has been shown in a case where the youngest shooter was actually 6 years old. From the New York Times, the article, a 6-year-old sneaked a loaded handgun into a crowded elementary school and shot a classmate to death. This was in Detroit, Michigan, whereas Michigan is a shall issue state. This is also a form of violence. Again, according to Gun Violence in America, firearms are the second leading cause of death for American children and teens, which is 3,430 per year. My opponent also mentioned that criminals do not follow the law and guns will still. Actually, got back to the firearms that are leading the second leading cause of death for American children. The Sandy Hook case, where article states that so far in 2019 there has been 115 mass shootings with a total of 134 killed, with 450 people wounded. And in 2018, there was a 340 mass shootings with a total of 373 killed, with 1,345 wounded. And since 2012, with the Sandy Hook shooting in elementary school, there's been a total of 2,040 deaths in the U.S. Again, this goes back to the second leading cause for death of American and children and teens, which could be reduced if the federal gun laws were passed. And now going to how criminals do not follow the laws and they will still obtain the guns illegally. According to the terrible numbers that grow with each mass shooting, only 59 were obtained weapons were obtained illegally, and 171 of the mass shooters' weapons were obtained legally. So because they were obtained legally, it proves that the inadequacy of the current gun regulations that we have. Also, he mentions that they could be obtained through private sellers. And again, according to Gun Violence in America, increasing the law that all states should make private sellers undergo background checks. Only 19 states have the current law. So because only 19 states have that current law, not all private sellers go through background checks, meaning that they're receiving the weapons from any weapons who have not passed the background check, which is again no felonies, the mental issues, and the age requirements.